Measures of variability, standard deviation. This is part B, and overall part 123, standard deviation part B. Properties of standard deviation. There are some important properties of standard deviation are given below. First is, standard deviation is the best measure for knowing variability because it is based on all the scores of a distribution. Second important property, the unit of standard deviation is the same as the unit of the original scores. For example, if the scores are measured in centimeters, then the standard deviation will also be in centimeters. If the scores are taken as or in millimeters or liters, then the standard deviation will also be in milliliters or liters. Standard deviation, third point, standard deviation is less affected by sampling fluctuations than other measures of dispersion. Fourth point, fourth property of standard deviation, if a fixed number is added to the scores or subtracted from every score in a distribution, the standard deviation remains unchanged. So whether the scores in the scores some number is added or subtracted, the standard deviation will remain as it is. Next point, standard deviation is very useful in comparative studies for determining the homogeneity and heterogeneity of groups. Sixth property of standard deviation, extreme values in a group do not have an undue effect on the standard deviation. Seventh property, in advanced statistical calculations such as converting raw scores into standard scores, finding the coefficient of correlation, testing the significance of statistical differences, and studying the normal probability curve and measurement scales, the use of standard deviation is essential. So these are the 7 important properties of standard deviation which I have discussed here. Next point is, standard deviation should be used in the following situation. In which situation the standard deviation should be used? So there are some important points. First point, when the score distribution is normal, then standard deviation should be used. When the score distribution is normal, then standard deviation should be used. Next point, when a comparative study of two groups is to be made, then standard deviation should be used. In that condition, then standard deviation should be used. Third point, when correlation and standard error SE are to be calculated, then standard deviation should be used. In this situation also the standard deviation is used. Fourth point, when the variability of a score in a group is to be measured accurately and reliably, then standard deviation should be used. So the fourth point is, when the variability of scores in a group is to be measured accurately and reliably, then standard deviation should be used. So in this part 123, I have covered standard deviation and basically properties of standard deviation and when standard deviation should be used. These two major important topics, theoretical aspect of these two topics I have covered related to standard deviation. So please subscribe the channel, press the bell icon, and please share the videos. And one important request from my side, that those who are the newly watchmen of these videos, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.